It's been about 10 days since the Xbox showcase on June 11th, 2023. I'm a bit late making this brief video as I'm working on a longer Far Cry 5 video in the meantime, and I've had a lot of personal things preventing me from putting out content. Now that I'm back, I want to talk about the Xbox showcase reveal of what looks like a banger of a game, South of Midnight. When I first saw this trailer, I was absolutely giddy with excitement based on the stop-motion animation style alone. As soon as that music started to play, I about ripped a hole in my jeans when I heard the rough and gravelly voice of Reverend Gary Davis belting out the iconic song, Death Don't Have No Mercy. This trailer gives us blues, cryptids, and southern culture all in one fell swoop. I have a very deep connection with the southern United States and love reading about the urban myths and history of the region. From Louisiana to Florida, the stories that have come out of these states about hauntings and strange creatures are abundant, and South of Midnight looks like it's going to give these stories quite a bit of love based on the information we have about the game so far. The game seems to be combining quite a bit of concepts amalgamated into one grand southern gothic style story. Cryptids and supernatural threats are most likely going to be the antagonist throughout the game, and it seems like much of it will take place throughout the rural areas of the South instead of a more industrialized land. There also seems to be a lot of influence from African and European folklore as well, and the supernatural aspects surrounding them. When I first saw the character of Shakin' Bones, I immediately thought about the legend of Robert Johnson, a blues performer who allegedly sold his soul to the devil to become one of the greatest guitarists of all time. Shakin' Bones seems to represent death, or at least some aspect of it, which is juxtaposed with all the living creatures that seem to surround him and call him a friend. This tells me that he may not necessarily be a villain, but he most likely isn't a good dude either. The protagonist Hazel seems to have some sort of cordial relationship with him, as in the trailer she claims he owes her a favor, which she calls in to help her find a monster of some sort, which she describes as
huge, sneaky, teeth like knives.
Hazel definitely seems like an interesting protagonist with a casual and almost realistic attitude you might expect from an adventurous young person. Her specialty, according to information we have on the game, is a magical ability called weaving, a fitting name based on the particle effects of the magic which look almost like woven fabric. We don't know exactly how it works yet, but no doubt it will play a massive role in fighting enemies. The vibe I got from Hazel is that she is extremely confident in her abilities based on her sly smile when finally encountering her target. This could be showing us that at this point in the story, she hasn't had many events happen to her that have shaken her ego quite yet, but I'm betting that this will be a huge part of the narrative. I am interested to learn more about her past, her family, and her relationship to the supernatural world. How did she learn magic? How did she first learn about cryptids? How did she meet Shakin' Bones? Who is Shakin' Bones, and what sort of influence does he have over Hazel? My curiosity has been piqued, and I want to learn all about this person. The world we see in the trailer looks ominous and grungy, almost like the place has been untouched for decades. This could be why cryptids gather here, as rarely any people explore the region anymore, perhaps giving them a safe haven of sorts. But for right now, that's just speculation. The combination of maquettes and CGI gives South of Midnight a very unique look that is rarely seen in gaming. It looks handcrafted and gives the impression a lot of care and love was put into creating a world and characters that players can enjoy. While our information on the game right now is limited, one thing is for sure. South of Midnight very well could be one of the best upcoming games of the year, as the story, characters, and music are so different from what we see in modern gaming, setting it apart from formulaic series and franchises that have been bled dry. I'll leave you with this. I can't wait to hear some fantastic blues music, use awesome magic, and encounter the creatures of southern folklore. Only time will tell if this game will be amazing, but I have confidence this could be a favorite among the third-person RPG community. If you haven't seen the trailer, I've left a link to the world premiere of South of Midnight below in the description. I highly recommend you go check it out.